Deary me. There we are. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, um, I just noticed something. It will become relevant shortly. I digress. Um, we're revisiting a couple of kits that, look, in simple terms, I have a really bad habit of getting kits to a point of near completion. They're going, oh, pretty keen to start this other one, actually. Not quite pitching others. This is the situation as it stands here. So we will attend to that. Yes. Now, to that end, I've got now. First things first. Deary me, get distracted I am. Now, there's a few things on the length that are a bit tricksy, but I might want to give this a bit of a dust. That's how long it's been there. It's back to about there, maybe. See, there's quite a bit of dust on it. Get a bit more thorough. Oops. I can see a big difference. All right. Now, our first port of call, getting this back into position now. Something this is what I noticed earlier. If you look, that's actually slightly crooked. Not going to help our cause. That's looking better. All right. As a quick little aside, I've recently, well, I haven't fully assembled, but I've got it to this level of functionality, an aircraft building jig, and I must say, quite the dog's bollocks. That for stability. That's the part for the best. Now, I'm trying to remember which way this would go in. Yeah, do it. Stability is fantastic, it tells you. Try and take it. Keen, keen, dun. The very item I seek. heaven forbid, assembly instructions. Who would have thought they might come in handy? Particularly given a while. So there is an angle on the part in question that you need to factor in when you're doing this one. And yeah, now let us have a look-see. Let us have a look-see. Bam, bam, ba-dam, bam. Ah, right. So, porting instructions. Now, the other question I have a bit further around here for this is, do I get the wheel out of the way? Answer probably half off already. Got your nose. That's going to give us a bit more space. Come up to an angle. Okay, let's do this, kids. Yeah. Two portals. Paper towel. Fortunately, I have some on my person. From eating and stuff. Let's get started, shall we? I'm just having to. Also need to do a bit of repair work on the tail gunner position. But that's all good in the hood. Under. We've already got them. Pick them up like that. Best angle for you guys on this one. Probably. Sorry to make you see. That's not a bad angle. Now what we're trying to do, oh, dearie me, I can do the full, now here's what we're going to try and do. And we'll see how that rolls out, shall we? Just because this is what we're going to try and do doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Now, the feet of this part go into here. There we go. There. Correspondingly on the other side. Now, equally. They go in. You'll notice there's a little hook sort of a thing. That's supposed to go sort of under a little bar sort of situation. Now, what I'm going to consider here is the two things. How am I going to want to approach this as an angle? It's going to be best served. Yes. Let's get a bit of tweezer action going. Tweezer action. I've got a shitload of tweezers. I reckon. Be the deal. Definitely. Yes. So they're going to be it. All right. So now that I've decided on that little plan, you can't really see off it. But to make the camera in a better position. Here we go. So yeah, our, there. Corresponding, which you can't see now, but I might want to consider before I get too far in. Oh, that's a good angle. Liking that a lot. Well, now I need to adjust the camera is the issue we have here. I want to come there. You guys maybe deal with there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Get a view of what I'm doing. Not the perfect view, but yeah. Now, utilizing. Yeah, say the least. What you can't see. Nice one. I have just. This is not disastrous. There are ways in. Needle. My needle applicator covered in glue. Trying to peel the dry glue off. I've somehow removed the needle and it's launched itself somewhere. It's to where precisely is, aha, there it is. Now this is all quite a redeemable situation in my eyes. First, as this is old, that's in. This should be quite fixable though. Ah, damn it. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite coated. Get all that shite off. Question's going to be, will I get it with a might? Off you. If I'm going to do a lighter though, I want to get all this stuff on the outside off, because that will catch flame. I don't want to be doing that. Might be just your bag. Now, that might do it all on its own. I reckon we're in luck. Let's have a look. Boom! We're in luck. Need to treat that a little cautiously, but never mind. All good. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on for a moment. And then I'm going to adjust that Yeah, so you can get a better view of what I'm doing. There we go, that'll do. That's not a bad one. Now, okay, mouthful of coffee is required, I tell you. Boom. All right. Let's do boom. Some heat. Right. Bad. Let's see if we can get a comparison to that right. Need to make sure. See, here's the trick. You need to make sure it's straight. Here, I can tell. One. There. What's got to happen is once that dries, we need to put two struts across, and then finally we need to put another wheel cover on. Now, while that's drying, I'll zoom you around. There it is in position. Ultimately, of course, the other bits are in the way there, but you can see how we're going to need to get those two struts on. Let the wheel cover on. But it's a start. Now, I have something to put that on. Dangerous thing to do that thing. We'll do it that way. Okay. Now, we're going to make an adjustment on our. This is what I've only just got this set up. I've had it for a while. You have to do a fair bit of filing to get it to fit. But I must say, I don't mind it as a wee bit of kit. Where was it? That's where it was. I'm just I need to narrow this down pretty heavily, but now I'm doing undercarriage on the Tempest. Depending on how quickly this all comes together, as in the bits on the Tempest that I want to get done. There are numerous other kits we can wait on if I think it's too soon to move on the struts in the lake. Note if Next. Actually, first thing, we'll worry about that offline. I know there's a whole stack of bits that need a bit of a tidy up on the lake, and we could do them as well. There's let's do gunner positions. Tidy up. Hello. That tire needs a tidy. Now. This actually, I wonder why. No, seriously, I'll stop right there. Viewers who may be too young to cool. That is Hawker Tempest now. I'd had this finished ages ago. The bigger thing was that I chose to make the ammunition gun bays the custom thing. Ragged a bit. Now it's actually starting to look kind of good. In truth, there's only a few little bits that I need to put on, some of which I forgot to put on, one of which got broken off. Yeah, that's suboptimal. And then there's only really once I've got the undercarriage done, our next move would be the flaps there, wings, and the aerial and the cockpit. Done. Oh, and I need to put the yoke in. Be that as it may. So, our first port of call. Actually, first port of call, I can do this. This is actually a part of the design of the kit that I actually kind of like. It does make it easy just to get the blades out. They can be a well, too. Oops, probably. Where is it? Oh, that'll unmake. Wow, that's yeah. The wing bits aren't actually touching, but that's okay. It was just boom, beautifully stable. Happy with that. Now, oh, what I need to do that. Let's just. I do have them nearby, oh, there. That is together. If you wonder what I'm waffling about here, it is with regards to these two pieces as to where they specifically go now. Rocks. Thought I had a pair painted. What do we have? I know I did have a pair painted. If not, that's most inconvenient. But continue doing other stuff. Give me a moment. One thing I suppose we can definitely do is I do not happen upon I'll definitely have to slap them with some paint. And it's going to take 24 hours for them to dry properly, is the pisser. But that doesn't mean out do stuff the upper area, or indeed get that rear wheel back. I think. Never mind. Sure. In my own mind. Dear, oh dear. Possibly there. I put shit all over the place, guys. So I don't know if you guys do. Let's have a quick look. If not, don't panic. You're not panicking, but it's a no panic situation to resolve. Okay. It's just annoying, that's all that is. So, we're gonna I think it's just that they're cleaner than that, which is something I was going to need to attend to. Well, yeah. Well, that's an easy fix anyway. So, that's the thing. I think it also has been varnished factor as well. So, that one. We're not going to worry so much about that. We're going to get onto this wheel. Now, for this, go for a bit of quick dry cement. Excuse me. That is the that's so the other side of that. All right, not quite sure what happened there. Really, something happened. Have to be very swift with it. Probably going to tidy up some paintwork, I would suggest. That's okay. Okay. No love there. Do I want to go? does generally. That's possibly not the ideal glue occasion, perhaps. It's a bit of a sort of an angle that I'm going for, but these things are often achievable with enough patience. Huh. With that, um, that's gone on quite well overall. Um, yeah, okay. Well, I'm actually quite chipper with that. It looks like it's not going to require too much on the touch-up of the paint either. So I've come off quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Relatively unscathed. Front done well. Happy with that. There we go. So that's going to take a while to dry. So sing for a moment. All right, now next. Two. Three. Because if it fits at the moment is positioned neatly between two decorative things I have, very convenient. Now, next we're gonna do. Get it out. Yeah. Here we go. First, let's fix this up. There's a gun just here. Pretty straightforward operation, really. Uh, right, so that's what we're going to fix up. And then, and what can we consider the has it been? No. No. Um, anyway, first. Yeah. Boom. The tail gunner back in position or back together. That they needs to be. Actually, there's no one in the position. It's just the tail gunner position. I don't agree. Zoom. Now, next. What else? What else? Well, tell you what. Well, first, let's get this attended to. Here is our first while. Not fix that behavior. Look, that knee's been advancing behavior. First up. I think a problem. Patient. That. All right, what we're going to do. Now, oh, yeah, little button thing there. I think it's actually a problem. Try. Trixie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These small sprue cutters. Right, what a defensive possible. What I'm hoping. That's it. That's how we. All right. Now, feel secure and confident in getting that to there. Right. Might just zoom out a little. Whoop. Too far. Now, which glue do I wish to use as the next salient point? I'm inclined to go. Good friend, crystal clear. I'm a fan of this stuff, I tell you. It's good. It does. Now, other things I can consider. Like I said, I'm looking at the time and questioning as to whether or not the blank parts would have been on for long enough for me to feel comfortable with trying to get the struts on. But first, anyway, crystal clear stuff. This instance, Toothpick time. Ding, 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 ding. Right inside. This stuff. Clumsy. At least be clear. Can't tell me that's not a oops. As I said, it dries clear. At the moment, you can see from here even. It's got white. That's okay. That's all good in the hood. Um, what'll ultimately happen is that will, as I said, dry clear, and you won't get minimum chicken dinner. Now, next, let's see if that's uh, uh, well, so down. I need to. That's cool. I've only just noticed that this rather funky little thing, where if you know the dimensions of your aircraft, you can dictate. That's what the whole purpose of these rules are. You go, okay, if I've got 16 there, and yeah, right, cool. Whoop. Oh, that's even what the. Oh, that's clever. There's actually little measure points they for you to use as well. It's quite cleverly done. Oh, that's right. What I mean, of course. Yeah. Right, that should be plenty. Now, next. Mr. Lancaster. Let's do that's it. Better. Okay, that's fine. Good. Up. So, what we need to do. Here, here, a little box of seals. But these. Right, now, now, that way around. These go into the top. Yeah. Jesus. Maybe the same angle before. Good. No. Certainly is that. All right. Got it sorted. Go. These actually sort of slot in quite nicely, properly. And what we're going to do is there. That's where that's supposed to go. Now, what we're going to do, I'm not entirely unhappy about that having come off. Not, when you build these, that they go on last anyway. It's going to make it easy. Now, if that's started to move, that's fine. I might as well put the other straight in, and then we're going to hit that joining point there with some quick dry cement. And we'll be well on the way. Then, what else? Starting to need to think of things. First, let's get that straight. Um, Righty. All right. That's actually bad. I'd like to let those dry. And we'll make those little adjustments on that little frame underneath. I'll zoom in. So that's not, that little frame there is not quite correct. Pretty good, but it can be. I wouldn't mind hitting it with a little bit of quick dry glue, just to sort of secure it a bit more. Not bad. Anyway, and then we can get, once that's settled, we can get the other two covers on. Once that they've dried, rather, we can get the covers on, gourmet covers. Then, good people, they're doing very well, very close. Being able to put that one. Make a few bits. I need to put a few bits on. Some of those bits that need to go on, I could potentially do now. Yes. There. Good. Few spots I've got little bits that need to go on the engine. Spots they may be. Because of course I very sensibly keep everything all over the place because, well, that's what you do, isn't it? Now, give me a, oh dear. Hmm. Rubbing. Be somewhere. Well, I was going to have to. But what I will do, another quick gander in here. Alright. What I'm going to do then, see what I'd like to do very quickly because it won't take long. I think I'll do something completely unrelated to either of these kits. Well, actually, and that is that's cool. Now, what it is that I want to do is masking on this. And in. Won't take long. So while I'm here, I need to assess someone is ish. Um, this, these two little areas I want to do will be much quicker. Yeah. All right. Side of that. All right. And to so what I'm going to do is I'm masking up for some red. Airbrush this. That'll be the interior area of the seat there. And, part of the walls, the so down. Mask that little there, which I want to keep black. Probably wide enough. Not. Why have I done so? toothpick. After that, I'll do a little bit there. Front shelf's going to be. It may require a touch up. That's fine. All right. Now, I'm not actually going to need to mask up a whole stack of this, more just the area on either side of the red panels I want to do. All right. This mark. Um, and yeah. Now because like it's quite chunky. Same. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, look, I actually got stuff done quicker than I expected. So I figured I'd just get stuck into this for a bit. Where what I was working on? That's all right, there's one. Now, first thing I was working on was I needed to get this wheel back on the. This is my. Book a Tempest. Almost done. Now I. Yeah. Thank you. Now the thing about this particular kit is that the gun bays. I'll show the angle. Are custom built. I made them. Pretty happy with them actually. But yeah, at the end of the day, I needed to fix the. I accidentally broke the rear wheel, and there's a couple of bits that I've just discovered that I need to put on the undercarriage that are not painted yet. Well, they are painted. They now need to be varnished and a bit of weathering to get the same colour as the rest. Then it's just the aerial on the cockpit, and she done. Oh, and of course the flaps there that I do have ready. Now that to stand up for the next one. What I was doing was I need to actually I might not need to do anything. The wheel bay here had pretty much all the struts had come out. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've got airbrushes, or an airbrush. I'm pretty happy with. It's a Spa Max. I do recommend. Now that wheel bay there, all the struts had come out, and so I've re-glued that. Once they've dried adequately, I'll put the actual wheel bay covers in. There's a few little things to be done on the undercarriage, but not much, and a few little touch-ups to be done. Lost a couple of these little bits here. I've also misplaced them as well. I'm sure I've got some of them around here somewhere. I'll find you, by golly. In the worst case scenario, I'll make them. Then there was only, I mean, the then all I've really got to do is put the gun turrets in, the canopies. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't with the gun turrets. Then after that, I'll do the deckling. Then there's the weathering. The weathering. Ah, yeah, they're good, I believe. I've heard big reviews. I tried Badger. I did not like them. Me and Badger are not friends. But Sparmax, I've got to say, were fantastic. I'm told also Iwata are the ones to roll with. Now, the thing about Iwata is they are all that in a bag of grits, by all accounts. Dual action is the gear, by the way. Yeah, far better option. Yeah, but yeah, Iwata all that, but you get the accompanying price tag, which is to say, about the one where you can feel free to trot out the line from Full Metal Jacket with regards to without even being given the benefit of a reach around. Yeah. Look, I'd for a good airbrush, good solid entry-level airbrush, still going to cost you around 150 bar max. Anyway, this is the length. So yeah, that's what I've also worked on today. What I'm wanting. Well, that's promising. All that's held together quite nicely. I'll prefer to let that dry properly before I start doing any of the other bits. But yeah, that's coming on. So yeah, there's that. As a quick little aside, I only assembled that aircraft building jig last night. Still got some bits I can do with it. But yeah, I've got to say, if ever you're thinking about getting yourself an airplane building jig, do it. I've been finding really good to work with. The stability of the kit is great. Absolutely fantastic. And you know, I reckon in certain situations I could probably even utilize it for other kits other than aircraft. Went about it the right way. And it will be much rejoicing. Yeah, close. I believe if you want to be, and this is getting down to the realms of pedantry, but I believe HO and double O, 1:76, believe it or not. Now, when you're talking about that sort of differential, also you got to one thing you can factor in with that, apparently, is the reality as well that not all ones, in the same way that not all 1:72 stuff is the same as other 1:72 stuff. Like when I had I was building an Academy 1:72 Thunderbolt. 1:72 Airfix pilot in because it didn't come with a pilot. I had one spare. Thought to myself, well, there's a plan. And it looked like it was take your kid to day. Take your kid to work day at the airfield. It was barely saw above the air. See, you know, what the fuck. So yeah, that's going to stick out just a little, and that'll be red as well. I'm happy with that. I dropped my tape. When it's to 87, well, double O I thought it was then, because I know that it used to be that when you got Airfix figures, excuse me, I'm looking for some tape. Ah, there it is. The dropped it there. The figures used to get from Airfix were HO/00, so I figured that it covered both of them. And at that point, yeah, that was right. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, it's a curious thing, scales, you know. But yeah, one thing that was suggested to me was that with 1:76 and 1:72 is, well, you have to sort of do a bit of mixing and matching. Some 1:76 will work, some 1:72. Yeah, you have to spend a bit of time on that depending on what you're doing and how you want to take that. yeah, it's again, it's a curious thing, but something we just have to work with. Um, I know that the standard scales, by which I mean your 1 is to whatever, are generally easier to work out because they all equate generally to um, 1 foot to X number of other feet. Like 72 is 1 foot is to 6 foot. 1's to 48, 1 is 4 foot. 24, 1 is to 2 foot, so forth. That's what the hell happens to 1 is to 32 and 1 is to 35. I don't know. They do. It's a different kettle of fish. I do dig trains, though, I've got to say. If I ever had a big enough place, I'd use of these ifs and buts. One thing I would do, set up a room with a big train set, all my models. Something might do a German one. That's sort of through an area of British aircraft. But, yeah, finding having the space and all the rest to do that, yeah, good luck. Yeah, right. I know they get some pretty freaky gauges, man. Other very keen. All right. All righty. Next. There. That starts getting a bit easier. Um. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Matchbox. I don't know. I'm just trying to think because I used to have Matchbox cars. I don't reckon they were 1 is to 48. Um, reckon. I reckon they were 1 is to 72. They were quite small. Of course, of what collection? Did it, whatever happened to I gave them. Actually, I gave them to mum. Says, play beyond. It's going to be the tricky one. Probably. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. They would have done. I think you'll find, because I know that I did, or when I was a kid, one of my favourite toy cars was a Matchbox Lamborghini Miura, and it was a bigger one than the others. Um, I reckon that was, yeah, quite possibly one. Yeah. It certainly wasn't the standard size of your box. All right, that front one's tricky. I would suggest so. They've probably been a lot of them would have been played with to the point of destruction anyway. But yeah, I will. Now, yeah, yeah. Well, there is that. Alrighty. This is actually proving to be a bigger task than I can. They are actually doing to be a bit of it. There we go. That's the stuff. Now, time is. Ooh, dear me. Yeah. Uh, it's going to take quite a lot longer. As it always does. Would have thought, eh? Ooh. Well, I got at least I got a good amount of stuff done on the length and the temp, or some key stuff done on that. I'll come back to that tomorrow. I intend to continue my work on Blank and Tempest tomorrow. We'll get them by the end of this week. This will not take long. Right. Yeah. Right. Got a good amount of stuff done. I'm always happy when I get the stuff done. The one thing I wouldn't mind checking for wind up. Like a chipper if is that? Whoop. Ah, I'll show you in a minute, man. Motor mining. Yeah, I can understand that. Now, moto mining. I'm about to do a rerun on what I did today on the kits. I'm on various platforms. This is for Cutie Guy who's on Twitch. I'll show that off before I wind up. Now, one thing I did was I'd lost, or not lost, but one of the guns had come out on the rear gunner. That is now back in position. That's done. I did a bit of a trim on the front gunner there, so as I could get in a smoother fit. That's currently drying with clear glue. Now, on the Lank, keeping on that front, one of the, pretty much the entire wheelbase had collapsed. Well, not collapsed, but the parts had come out. So, what we've got, we're just waiting for those bits to dry, and then I will put the wheelbase covers in. At that point, we can start looking at such niceties as deckling. Away we go. Hang on, move that back. There. See, that's where we are with that drying. The upper areas are pretty much good to go. I've got some small things I need to fix on the lower parts of the wings, but beyond that, we can start deckling very soon. So yeah. Now on the Tempest, one thing I will check before I had to fix the rear wheel. What I'd like to find out Okay, drum roll, kids. Now, that's not an unhappy event in my eyes. Okay. What that means is that if I varnish those, get them with some weathering, make sure I've got the aerial ready tomorrow, we can get this completed tomorrow. That would be a bit good. I'll be happy about that. So yeah, that'd be good. I'd be happy about that. Now that makes tomorrow Wednesday. We'll certainly be able to get a few other bits and bobs done on the lank. So I'm reckoning tomorrow we finish the Tempest, do some more work on just that undercarriage area of the lank so that it's all good in the hood. And then we may even get the lank done by the end of the week as well. But Tempest tomorrow, boom, is happening because there's only 4 parts need to go on. And I might even get these on this afternoon. So all we got to do is just yeah, there we go. So that's what I got done today. Alrighty. All right. Now, that is me done for today. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I've pretty much given you the... Now, forgot, first-time viewers out there. Time for the magic button of follow, like, or subscribe. Now, if you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. And I'm Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, subscribe. What can I tell you people? Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for that. I will hopefully catch you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I think I've pretty much outlined what my plan is. I am very keen to get this Tempest done. Yes. That would be so good. Just A, to have it done. Have new picks up. In fact, that also completes the series of Hurricane, Typhoon, Tempest that I have. That'll be a bit good. Yes, we'll do that tomorrow. We will. That's what we're doing tomorrow, and is doing a bit more work on the lank, which is also very close to being done. And again, there was much rejoicing. All right. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I have no appointment. Boom. That being the case, I will be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. Catch you then, guys.